Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talk About House. I'm Todd.
I'm Juana.
Okay, we're going to do an update to the Las Vegas real estate market. And what we're going to start with is this headline that a investor sent me trying to get a pulse on what was happening. And here's the headline that was sent to me today. Homes are flooding onto the market in Las Vegas as retirees flee the city and investors cash out. We're going to go through all the data on this. Juana, it seems like Las Vegas is in terrible trouble. Like terrible trouble with a capital T.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, let's go through the numbers and then we'll let you guys decide.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through the numbers. This is just a normal update. And then we're going to go through a couple key points in the article that you will find pretty hilarious. Okay. So we'll jump over here. We're going to go into real-time market profile. And remember, every year we transition from spring to fall. Juana, what tends to happen to inventory?
So inventory tends to rise in the fall because there are less transactions in the fall. The bulk of the transactions are in the spring, and everything else is kind of a lot more even.
And then what tends to happen to price, spring to fall?
So in the spring, there's a lot more commotion going on, okay. So prices tend to be higher, and in the fall, prices tend to moderate or slip a little bit, with the exception of some years recently that didn't follow that rule.
Okay, so here is you see the things in real-time market profile. Median list price is currently $570. It's been literally that probably for the last couple years. Median price new listings is hanging around $522. There's a difference in there because homes that are lower in value sell quicker and higher price homes tend to be on the market. We have a whole other chart to show you this data. So that median price of everything listed is higher than new homes coming on the market because of the churn in the lower end. Mm-hmm. That's the explanation for why there's always difference there. What's really interesting on this is I highlighted the number of listings in inventory. Now remember, this article just came out. Mm-hmm. In inventory in Las Vegas, we had 4,439 houses 2 weeks ago, 27th of June, 2 weeks ago. Today, we have skyrocketed from 4,439 to 4,476. We just exploded by 37 houses of the 400,000 housing units in the city of Las Vegas, that's an explosion. Okay, and then you can see the other stuff there. All right, let's jump in here to inventory. Now remember, this chart only shows us the last 5 years. As you can see, most years, this time of year, inventory is increasing just like it has. However, keep in mind that the inventory in this chart is not reflective of the last 15 years because what has mostly happened the last 5 years with inventory in Las Vegas?
So, inventory has. So compared to 2019, we're actually about on par right now. Okay. But aside from that, inventory has been below 2019.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically, if you look at 2013 through 19, we have still less homes. 4,400 homes isn't very much. Mm-hmm. The whole MLS has about 9,000, but that includes Henderson, North Las Vegas, Boulder City, the rest of Clark County, mm-hmm. other parts of places that aren't even in Clark County. Mm-hmm. Here's the really interesting thing, Juana. So on this chart, this shows the weekly number of new homes that have come on the market versus ones that have been absorbed. Mm-hmm. And if you look here at that top one where it says 1.295, that's the top quarter market. That's where Juana plays. That's her little area there, her little sandbox. 56 new on the market, but 73 were absorbed.
Right. So that means that we've taken more homes off the market because they have accepted offers versus the ones that have come on the market, which is great. But it's not sustainable, right? Because if we keep absorbing more homes than what comes on the market, then we run out of homes.
The next is the call it the 700,000, second quarter of the market. 67 to 111 absorbed. Juana, which is a bigger number, 67 or 111?
111.
Okay, that's like 50%. It's almost double, like almost twice as many houses. And then the next one here, which is the meat of the market. This is the bottom two are mostly where the investors are. Okay, 94 new, 99 absorbed. That's still more. And then the bottom, 115 new, 116 absorbed. I am not seeing anywhere in these numbers investors selling, people fleeing. It looks to me like more people are buying than selling, right? Okay, here's the next chart, price per square foot. As you can see here, this is pretty benign. It looks nothing like what the Crash Bros have told you. Remember, this only goes back 5 years. If you go back to 2013, certainly prices are more than they were, quite a bit more in 2013. That peak back there in 2022, we literally said right at that peak, we expected home prices to moderate the next few years. If you don't know what moderate means, it's exactly what this is. You can see a slight dip from 275 to 250 was about 8%. Normally, you get about a 3% dip spring to fall here. So it was about 5% more. Interest rates also shot up from 3% to 6.5%, 7% during this time frame. Nothing like the 50% that the Crash Bros tried to tell you about. Wanda, what do you expect to see with this price per square foot year from now compared to today?
It'll be more than today.
Probably more than today. Here's the real thing. Median days on the market. So the reason why this looks all jaggedy is all they did was every one of these is like a week or 2 weeks. It's a period of time. I think it's a week. It's not smooth. I've intentionally selected a chart that's not smooth. And you can see here that the median days on the market here appear to be like 53 or 52 days. That's not even 2 months. That means half the houses sell in less than 2 months. Does this look like if inventory was building up crazy, would homes still wouldn't sell in 52 days?
No, of course not. If inventory was building up, then you'd see homes being on the market months, sometimes years.
Yeah, and the other thing too is if you go through this chart and look at the lower parts of this, those were literally super hot markets. So a lot of people are making these comparisons to, but homes are staying on the market twice as much as they were in 2021.
Okay, but in 2021, people had nothing else to do besides buy things. That's why they, needed bigger homes because they bought out Amazon.
Yeah. Okay. Here, this is the funny thing. Remember that headline I gave you about everybody's fleeing? Okay, this is in that same article. Little's the person they interviewed for the article. While months of available inventory did increase by 12.8%, we're still at a 3.6 month supply. Technically, still a seller's market. 3.6 month supply. Does that mean half the houses sell in 3.6 months?
Well, it means that on average, that's what they're selling for. That's the time that's it's taking the homes to sell. However, we know that a normal market is about 6 months. So yes, that's why they're saying that technically it's still a seller's market. 3.6
month supply means if we didn't add any new homes and we sold the existing inventory at the current rate, there would be 0 houses left to purchase in 3.6 months. Every house would be bought. If no one else listed their home in 3.6 months, everything would be gone. Okay? Which is still a seller's market. That makes sense with the 52 days, which is like 1.8 months. That's half, right? So you'd sell half in the first 1.8 months. You'd sell the other half in the second 1.8 months. That's 3.6 months. It's a seller's. So here we have a seller's market where sellers are still have upper hand. They're on average getting more offers than they're not getting, right? And so anyway.
So if you're a seller out there and you don't have traffic in your home, if you're a seller out there and you're not getting offers, you're probably wondering why that is. So leave us some comments and tell us what you think is going on, because I think your perspective is very valuable as well.
Yeah. Anyway, just want to do a quick market update. What's funny is he is not the first person in the last 2 days. I've had like 3 people sending me these blurbs, and I'm like, look, we'll just do a video. I'll go look at all the data. We'll do a video, but we're still seeing a pretty hot market. Like we still have people come to us all the time saying, the number of people coming us to ask about buying a house is far greater than the number of people coming us to sell their houses, which is literally our business that we've had. You know, we've sold over 3,000 houses on the listing side. So that's literally what we do for business. And we're not getting a bunch of people saying, oh, I need to sell my house. Like literally nobody is selling. Like we have had some sales, but the sales are people like the natural things where people have to sell. Right. Like they're literally moving and they're retiring or whatever. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
That's it. It's okay.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave us your real estate related comments. Remember to like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the video, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Bye.